with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Bryant. Still on his feet at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Looking for space. It's Whittington. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go, here we go. 6 remain.
Moore to the air. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like we're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Cooper. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Hemby. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quick.
Going over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They just keep firing. Caught behind the line. It's Henby. Breaks the tackle. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Henby. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henby. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Man, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella, when you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to try to get it himself. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert. Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Going for the big play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Going for 6. Just threw that one way too far.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Brady. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hemby. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you. to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab, it's Becker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he had.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Ducks!
And there's something you don't see often. A 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star needs a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Get it out on the screen. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Extending the play. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. To the air, it's Mendoza. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Cooler 18. Cooler 8. That hot.
Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Right down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Under fire. got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out.
On the ready.
The corners are walked up tight.
In blue.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Plucks it out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage.
He's going for it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
49. And that's a first down for the offense.
Got it.
The DBs will back off a bit.
Here we go.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good